Hey Jim, what you working on?
I'm putting the battery cable back on so the car will start.
Why was it off?
So that when I was playing around with the wires, I didn't cause any problems.
Why are we playing around with wires?
Well, because we got to fix a problem.
So we're trying to get several things fixed before we take this across with this baby. And there's nothing bad. We're just trying to
making some improvements. We've had some issues with the driver's side door. The controls not working very well, and it's gotten progressively worse. So we've replaced some parts, still hasn't fixed it. I've looked at the wires. I see two wires that are like this. There's a big gap between them.
I'm pretty sure that was the problem.
Yeah, well actually it'd be four wires. They should be two like that. Do you think
if we hadn't paid for that $150 part and found the wires that the other one would have worked and we wouldn't have had to pay for that?
No, absolutely not.
Smart answer.
Well, it was older and there were some problems that may not be related.
I'm okay. So. I'm okay. So.
And we're gonna be redoing brakes. I'm gonna, at the very least, bleed them. I suspect with the mileage we have on that we're gonna
bleed them.
You bleed them?
You bleed them. I pump.
Yeah.
I pump.
But all new fluid into the lines. There's a good chance we're gonna need new pads. So I'm looking at the pads.
We want the brakes to work when we're pulling the trailer across passes, and we are not going across 70 on the mountains. But there are still passes.
Yeah. 70 would be a little too exciting.
Yeah. So today is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in Colorado.
It is gorgeous.
And we are going down to visit another son down in Colorado Springs. So that means that in the last month, we will have visited all but one of our children.
And let's keep in mind, one of the reasons that we decided to leave our dream come true homestead in Missouri was to be closer to family and be able to do more with them. And this is certainly happening. This is a good start. Hopefully we can continue that trend. I don't know if we can see as many and as close proximity time-wise as we have now going forward, but there'll be better opportunity to
absolutely do it. And our condolences and thoughts and prayers have been to our friends in Missouri who were in the wake of potential tornadoes that were there, spent the night in shelters, had trees come down near them, had flooding. Our house that we did live in only got a little bit of water in the garage, and otherwise it did really well. Yeah. Yesterday, this video that I'm making, it would be today, and I don't know when it's going to come out. So on Friday, I put out a Facebook on our Heartiness approach page that talked about something with my hand. And so I just thought I'd do an update. I talked about, so go to my Facebook and check it out. If you cannot go to Facebook, because some of you don't have Facebook, then go to heartinessapproach.com and go to the page that talks about, up at the top, you'll find a page that is the food disease connection, and go to osteoporosis, and you will find an article that I put in there today with a lot of scientific studies, and I learned a tremendous amount, and I'm sharing it with you. I had a long therapy appointment yesterday, and I see the doctor on Monday. Hopefully he's going to say it's healed, and it's mostly healed, and she told me that I would probably be able to get rid of the splint and just put on a wrist guard, because my wrist is still pretty tender, so is my baby finger. My therapy is getting much more aggressive, and Jim is going in with me on Monday and Wednesday, and he is going to learn how to be my therapist, so that when we go to Nevada, which we hope will be at the end of next week, that I can still continue my therapy, but not going in every single day, and he's going to do it for me. So he's pretty good therapist for me, the best, actually. Wonder where the other half of that is.
The half of what?
There he is! I found the other half of you.
Very good.
We just passed something that we're like, oh my goodness, we recognize that. It was a John Siskovich chicken tractor. They had 5 of them with the white tarps and everything.
We're in Kiowa, Colorado, so it looks like they weren't using them right now.
We're just driving through this, I don't know if you can see. I'll roll this down.
To talk on that.
Lots of beautiful green and it's just a gorgeous day, and we're going down to Colorado Springs to visit our son, and yeah, we just were like, oh, we know what those are. They were the exact pattern, weren't they?
It looked like the pattern. A few alterations. It looked like they'd fancied them up just a bit. The wood on it looked really nice. It looked a little taller, so I think they had raised them up a bit.
Really? No, their doors were still coming up above the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they were exact.
Well, they were good-looking chicken tractors, that's for sure.
Nice, but I'm like, yay! All over the nation, there's great chicken tractors.
What made the presence of those chicken tractors even more amazing is this area is more of a horse area.
As evidenced by what you're passing.
the people who are around this part of Colorado, for the most part, these are folks who have horses. A lot of horses are raised here, a lot of equestrian centers. So to see a chicken tractor in somebody's field, it was pretty amazing.
It was sweet. Well, it's been a pretty good day for us. We went to the doctor to have my hand looked at by the doctor at the 6 weeks checkup, and ta-da! I have no, what is it called? A splint. The splint is gone. The pain is still there, and you can see how well my stitches are doing, my incision. We are watching the wrist because the wrist hurts, and the little pinky, as you can see, still does not bend. What he said today is in about 4 months he'll probably need to go in and take the plate out and loosen the adhesions. In the meantime, this is my new therapist,
I've been trained,
are going to be working on loosening the adhesions and making them so that possibly they only have to go in and remove a couple of screws. So that is the story there. We meant to take you into the office with us, and we didn't.
And the reason they're needing to remove the screws is that there are 2 screws that are too long, and so they're actually sticking out to where they could be causing some additional pain, apparently.
Isn't that special? Yeah. Also, we had another situation that happened on Saturday when we were working on the car.
On Saturday, while I was working on the brakes, had the rear brakes on, and to do the bleeding, we had to start the car to do the pumping. And when the car was started and running, the water pump started leaking. So the water pump went out on us in the midst of it.
We consider this a tender mercy.
Now, why would having your water pump go out be a tender mercy? Tell me, please.
No, you know. Because much better to go out on the farm than to go out pulling our travel trailer in the middle of Wyoming. See?
So, in addition to the brakes, now I've got the water pump out. We've bought a new one and all the wherewithals we need with it.
There goes the money.
Yeah, and I'll get this put in, but
I know, honey.
Anyway.
I know. So now we're going to go into Walmart and get the rest of the antifreeze.
There you go.
That he needs to be able to fill it back up again. This is so fun. I just need a quiet month, you know?
It's coming up.
Is it?
Yep.
Cool.